this role, we touch on people's lives and we're in and out of people's lives, so we don't necessarily see their most difficult challenges in the moment. It drives me when I'm asleep to wake up and think of that work and how their day is going to look, not just mine, but how my contact with them in that day could make a difference.
LIC is the local area coordinator. They're able to put everything into place for people with disabilities and their families to be able to achieve their goals and to improve their quality of life.
In Louise's case, she was sitting outside buildings. There were parts of her life that were missing. Not being able to have access to her home during the day for reasons of no electricity, no running water, nowhere actually to sit apart from go to bed and stay on the bed. And they, I guess, are for me and you, things that we would consider an ordinary life. The most important part of my role is being able to give them a feeling of genuine connection and support and understanding.
What were you like before the LAC connected you to your community?
I was nervous. I was really nervous. I was shy, wouldn't talk to no one, wouldn't go nowhere. I bottle up and that's it.
She's getting out doing more cooking and she just loves being with people that respect her.
How has your LAC helped you to live an ordinary life?
Everything, like meeting new people, cooking I can do now. Stay there. There's maybe one. Painting or knitting. Started again, I couldn't do it for a while. Got me out of the shell more. This got me out of the shell somehow. I started to cheer up again.
Louise gets in a bad mood, she can talk to someone who will understand what she's going through, like, you know, if she's angry or upset, she knows she can talk to someone better than me.
We as Bapctare have been able to come to them, learn about their life, real life, how it looks, how it feels, their community, the things they enjoy, their hopes and dreams of living an ordinary life.
One of our roles is to work with our local communities to try to make sure that they're more inclusive.
It's heartbreaking to know that your child's escaping from school on a main road and nobody knows where he is.
A lot of times I had issues with the school trying to get support, proper support for Jackson in the classroom as well, because Jackson's got a lot of behavioural issues as well. We wasn't getting the proper support for one. Adele advised me on getting an advocate, which can come in and deal with that kind of stuff as well. Adele mainly gave me advice. I could ring her up anytime because it was very stressful for me at the beginning because I thought, am I going to make the right decision? You know, what if it's the same? You know, and I just had to think positive and not negative, and Adele helped me. It's a lot of pressure on your mind and because you're on the go 24/7, you know, day and night. My time doesn't stop at home. They supported me through tough times and made my life easier, like advice on therapy, one-on-one support, and also I can get a break and go to some group things.
I just assisted Catherine to make the right choice for her child. You know, that is part of our roles as well, to link into community services, mainstream services. So I think this is just the beginning of his journey.
Part of our role with working with people with disabilities is that we ask them what a good life would look like and what would need to happen for them to be living that good life.
I am Duncan's mother, and he's my 24-year-old son, and he is very keen on working in craft with wood. I spoke to Peter when his planning came up and said that, you know, I'd like to maybe, if NBOs could fund a little bit extra for him, to have someone mentor and work with him to start producing this, to give him that avenue of independence, which is something that they all look towards. And yeah, that was great.
We're going to put those in there.
Yeah.
So can you put this?
Well, his mum thought it would be a great way to show off a little bit of artistic and talent, and also get a few skills when it comes to using the drill or the jigsaw or just all the safety equipment we use when we're using those things. And Duncan loves it. He helps organise things together. We love finding the raw materials, and he just loves showing them off when he's finished as well. And they come up a treat.
The more he gets into it, the more he'll be able to produce, the more time that he can probably work unassisted. He comes in that door at the end of the day with all his things that he's produced, with lots of pride on his face and big smiles.
The better you know somebody, the more able you are to help meet their needs and support them through choice and control and going where they want in life, leading a good life.
I've done Melissa's plan twice, and the first time I met her, she really didn't have the right support she needed in the plan. Melissa basically set up the job herself, and then that progressed to an apprenticeship, just connecting her with the right people, and she's already completed 1 unit, so she's done a fantastic job.
My name is Mel Phillips and I work at Tasmania, and I'm an early childhood educator. I worked at Hungry Jack's for 8 years and it wasn't my dream job. The job I'm in now is a job that I enjoy and couldn't ask for a better job. We'd sometimes do arts and crafts. I enjoy playing with them and helping them out when they need it.
When Mel first came to New Horizons, quite a few years ago, she was extremely withdrawn, would struggle to even look you in the eye when we would have conversations. Mel is just a success story. We're so proud of her.
It was good to have people out in the community helping me get to where I am now.
She got involved in a few of our sporting programs and just started to blossom, made really positive friendships, friends with a lot of our volunteers and family members as well.
I was a totally different person to what I am now. I'm not as anxious going to work because I know it's going to end up being a good day. But it's good to have people around that aren't negative and are a positive influence.
She's just grown into a confident, amazing young lady.
We often don't know a lot about those challenges with the people that we work with until there's been a little bit of a long-term relationship. And for me, that's definitely the most important part of my role, is being able to give them a feeling of genuine connection and support and understanding.
We was homeless, and my own father kicked me out of the house and I had nowhere to go. We was on the street for first 5 nights. That was terrifying. We had to sleep at McDonald's.
He was talked out of money by so-called friends, and we couldn't get in contact with him. He wouldn't answer our phones. He was really, didn't want to engage with anybody. I think he was in a bad place himself. When we got the phone call, a worried community member saying, you need to do something. These people are in the tents, they're cold, it's raining. So I started to call my contacts in the community.
When we used to camp here, it was really, really cold, and me and Ali had no money or anything like that, did we? We had all of our stuff packed in each tent because we didn't have enough room in the car anyway. And then a few days later, that's when the rain started. When we stayed in the tent that morning, it was so freezing cold. We couldn't handle it anymore, so I said to Ali, we'll need some really good help. If there wasn't any help, we would be struggling even more. But because there was help from Corinne and that, me and Ali are really grateful for that. The help that we're getting now has actually changed us now. Tanya, Corinne and the others has been really, really helpful. And me and Ali is really grateful for their help.
Ali was supported, 24/7 by her mum and her family. There was question over whether she would ever have the capacity to do the things she's doing now. But look at her. They knew what they wanted to achieve and what they wanted to do together. And I see the future being really bright and strong, but there'll be times where they will still need, a little bit of guidance, a little bit of reassurance, and a little bit of, support to make the decisions safe.